Good evening. Tonight we have a box of 1991 O-Pee-Chee Premier Baseball, a glorious set packed full of 132 cards with absolutely no rookies worth mentioning, unless you consider Tim Naring or Jeff Conine being noteworthy. I sure don't. What about Mike Timlin, maybe? No, not into Mike Timlin either. Yep, I'm with you there. So basically, there's garbage for rookies, but obviously there's the stars and Hall of Famers of that era. And this was, one of those like cool new sets that came out, in the early 90s. That was supposed to have been like a premier edition, as the name indicates, following off the line from the success of their hockey brand, but it didn't necessarily correlate on the baseball end due to, overproduction, lack of rookies, etc. But we'll go ahead and we'll take a look at the Beckett from back in the day, just for ha-has. And tonight we have the October 91 issue of Beckett with Frank Thomas and his 91 O-Pee-Chee Premier on the cover there. This was the first month that the set was listed. And we can see here, 132 card set booking in at a whopping $55. So when this hit the market, it was hot. But little did everyone know, it was just some hot garbage. And there was a lot of hot garbage out there from this brand, so probably millions of cases. All right, as you can see there, you got the usual stars. Let's see, Will Clark, Clemens, Canseco. Well, Kirk Dressendorfer rookie card was $1 back then. I spoke too soon about not having any hot rookies. And you can see Juan Gonzalez, $6. Griffey Jr., $8. Justice, $6. Kevin Moss, $2. Kevin Moss, those do you remember? Next coming of Babe Ruth back in 91. I think he hit about 15, 17 home runs and then fell off the face of the planet. And you got Nolan Ryan there, $6. Frank Thomas there, $15. Mo Vaughn, $2.25. So basically, like I said, these cards came out, they were hot, but that didn't necessarily last. So, nowadays, you can pick up a box of this stuff for, $10, if that, not even. So, and there's pretty much no cards of really any value in it because there's so much of it out there still. So, with that being said, we'll go ahead and we'll get this opened up off camera and be back in a second, and we will get to ripping. All right, we are back. Let's go ahead and let's get in these cards. I know you guys can't wait. Can't wait to see if I can even get them open without destroying the cards. But, the good thing is that I wouldn't be destroying much. All right. I appreciate you guys joining us tonight. Make sure you click that subscribe button. Hit that notification icon so when I post these glorious boxes of hot garbage, you can join along with us and watch as I find absolutely nothing worth value. All right. We got Steve Decker, Darren Lewis, good old Roger Clemens, Kirby Puckett, Wade Boggs, Ray Langford, and Andres. All right, moving right along to the next pack. All right, we got Eddie Murray, Mike Timlin rookie card there, Tony Fernandez, Doc Gooden, and we got Greg Olson, Jeff Conine rookie card, and Doug Simons. All right, we pulled some fire so far. Glad you guys contain yourself. All right, there's that Kevin Moss, everyone's favorite player from back in the early 90s. Look at that, 1990 at 21 homers, 41 RBIs. Next, Babe Ruth. Kevin Moss. He's pretty much the epitome of 90-91 there. So we got Shumper, we got Will Clark, Wade Taylor, Milt Kyler, Pete Incaviglia, and Eddie Murray. Hope everyone is doing well out there. Let's see, we got Andre Dawson, Pete Shurik, Tom Henke, Ozzie Smith, Ron Hassey. I don't know if I was doing a premier set with 132 cards if I would necessarily include Ron Hassey in that set. But I would include this man. Perhaps the greatest of all time, Jose Canseco.
1988 American League Most Valuable Player, a 6-time All-Star, and the first player in Major League history to have a 40 home run and a 40 stolen base season.
You are welcoming outfielder Jose Canseco
and Steve Decker. As I'm sure most of you are aware, I PC Canseco, so, you know, he always gets a seat at the table. All right, Bud Black, Andre Dawson, Pete Sherrick again. I've seen this movie before. Tom Hinkie, Ozzie Smith, Ron Hassey, and another Canseco. All right. I'll take that. You know, if I'm going to get garbage, I might as well get garbage that I collect. Never have too many of the juiced ones. Oral Hershiser, Ken Rottenhill, Junior Felix. Oh, we got a checklist. And there is the Frank Thomas with some serious defect there. Like, I don't know, teeth marks or something? How the hell did that happen? And not affect the other card. You can see it's not in the other card behind it, but it's got 4 like divots in the card. Of course. No other card has it, but that one does. And you got Dave Justice. Another hot one from back in the day. Yeah, go figure. Of all the cards in that pack, Frank Thomas is the only one that's got those big divots in it. But that's how it goes. All right, we got Hensley Mullins, Kevin Moss again, Terry Shumpert, Will Clark, Wade Taylor, Milt Kyler, and Pete Incaviglia. I mean, good thing it's only a 132 card set, so fairly good chance that I will get another Frank Thomas. But also, knowing my luck, there's also a fairly good chance that will be the only Frank Thomas I get. And I spoke too soon, as there is a Frank Thomas. And he has the same mark. Look at that. He's got the same exact marks again.
Man, this is some bullshit!
The same marks, and the card behind it without those marks. What the hell is going on? That is some crap. David Justice again, and Bud Black. So, 2 Frank Thomases, both with the same marks on the card that no other cards in that pack have. Well, I guess when you're on a roll, you're on a roll. Paul Molitor, Todd Hundley, Alan Trammell, Brian Barnes, Steve Bedrosian, Juan Gonzalez, and Hensley Mullins. Someone at O-Pee-Chee is just trolling me. Gonna have to call up quality control down at O-Pee-Chee and find out what's the deal. See if I can get a couple of replacement Frank Thomases. Dennis Boucher, Paul Molitor, Todd Hundley, Alan Trammell. I've seen this movie before. Bedrosian and Juan Gonzalez again. All right, some great collation here. Okay, we got Kevin Mitchell, Dave Parker as an angel, very odd. Yvonne Calderon, Chris Hammond, and we got Mo Vaughn, Jeff Reardon, and Oral Hershiser. Somebody trolled me at O-Pee-Chee and put those busted Frank Thomases in there. All right, Delino DeShields, Kevin Mitchell, Dave Parker, Yvonne Calderon, Deja Vu here, Mo Vaughn, and Jeff Reardon. All right, we got Jack Morris, Sean Dunston, Ken Griffey Jr. All right, I'll put the kid up front there. We got Sandy Alomar, Jose Offerman, Bernie Williams, and Eric Davis. Not a bad pack there. You know, as you saw with the Beckett, I mean, these were, you know, hot back in the day when they came out. I remember getting these at the card store. You know, Sean Dunston. Oh, look, Griffey Jr. again. Well, at least Griffey doesn't have those marks. Sandy Alomar, Offerman, Bernie Williams, Eric Davis, and Dennis Boucher. You know, like I said, I remember getting these at the card store. They were hot, you know. I'm sure if we checked the Beckett's after that initial month, probably see a lot of down arrows. Lance Dixon, Gary Carter, Ryan Sandberg, Pedro Guerrero, Alex Fernandez, Dwight Evans as an Oriole, very odd, and Jack Morris again. You know, once again, a small set, only 132 cards, so obviously you're going to get a lot of repeats. But in my case, I get a couple of Frank Thomases, and they're all busted up. Tim Wallach, William McGee, Joe Carter. Backwards in the pack. Bernard Gilkey, Danny Jackson, Dave Winfield, and Delino DeShields. Cruising right along here. Not struggling too mightily on these packs. Hopefully I didn't speak too soon. We got Hubie Brooks, Tim Wallach, William McGee, Joe Carter, Bernard Gilkey, Danny Jackson, and Dave Winfield. Shock at the collation. Scott Sanderson, Lance Dixon, Gary Carter, Ryan Sandberg, Pedro Guerrero, Alex Fernandez, and Dwight Evans again. This one, it's already open. I've been screwed. Pack's been searched. We got Ken Daly, Ruben Sierra, Darryl Strawberry, Carlton Fisk, Denny Martinez, Gary Gaetti, and George Bell. Back in the day, this set was booking at $55 when it came out. Wouldn't be surprised if you can get it for less than $5 right now, the entire set. Probably could. It's really not worth anything, but Albert Bell, Leo Gomez, Devon White. You got Kirk Gibson, Mel Rojas, Terry Pendleton, and Dave Smith. You gotta think, with some of these players that made the cut for the 132 O-Pee-Chee Premier set, like how bad were you if you didn't make it in? When you got Leo Gomez and players like that, and Gibson, Rojas, Pendleton, Dave Smith, and Scott Sanderson. All right, here's a good one here. All right, we got Alex Cole, George Brett, Brett Butler, Dave Steve, Nolan Ryan. There's a nice one there. Move Kevin Moss to the back. Put Nolan Ryan up front. Vince Coleman and Barry Jones. Everyone remembers good old Barry Jones. All right, we got Ruben Sierra, Strawberry, Carlton Fisk, Denny Martinez, Gary Gaetti, George Bell, and Hubie Brooks. Never have too many Hubie Brooks cards. Maybe I'll start PCing Hubie Brooks. All right, Howard Farmer, Jimmy Key, Barry Bonds, King Royds himself, Chris Nabholz, Kelly Gruber, Glenn Davis, and Cal Ripken. Nice pack there, even with the Bonds. All right, Jimmy Key, Barry Bonds, seeing this movie again. Chris Nabholz, Kelly Gruber, Glenn Davis, Cal Ripken, and Ken Daly. And I'm going to be pretty bummed if, I don't get any more Frank Thomases, and the two that I get are the ones with these big dents in them. That would blow. Roberto Alomar, Dennis Eckersley, Ricky Henderson, Chris Hoyles, Don Mattingly. There's a good pack, haven't seen before. Willie Fraser, and Benny Santiago. It's always good to see some different collation for, this pack is open. Tony Gwynn, Otis Nixon, Bob Ojeda, Cecil Fielder, Robin Yount, Fred McGriff, and Mike Boddicker. Well, like I said, I don't think this box has been searched unless someone just decided to troll me and put the dents in Frank Thomas's and put them back in the pack. We got Brett Butler, Dave Steve, Nolan Ryan again, Vince Coleman, Barry Jones, and Albert Bell. Oh, another rerun. We got Dennis Eckersley, Ricky Henderson, Chris Hoyles, Don Mattingly, Willie Fraser, Benny Santiago, and Alex Cole. Oh, almost knocked over the kid. All right, we got Otis Nixon, Bob Ojeda, Cecil Fielder, Robin Yount, Fred McGriff, Mike Boddicker, and Howard Farmer. Getting towards the bottom of this garbage, so appreciate you guys hanging in there with me. You got Tino Martinez, Ron Gant, Rock Raines, Luis Soho, Corey Snyder, Rene Gonzalez, and Tony Gwynn. Of course, I gotta have a pack that gives me a hard time every now and then. Wouldn't be right. All right, we got Juan Bell, Dale Murphy, should be in the Hall of Fame, Jack Clark, Danny Darwin, Bobby Thigpen, John Olerud, and Roberto Alomar. So some cards we haven't seen before, which is a good sign. I'm not liking my chances of getting a non-screwed up Frank Thomas right now, though. Not looking good for me. All right, Dave Righetti, Tim Naring. Ooh, Tim Naring rookie. Dave Stewart, Mickey Morandini, Mark Whitten, Pat Tabler, and Moises Alou. So there's some new cards we haven't seen yet tonight out of this box. Better late than never, I guess. Oh, look. Moises Alou again. Spoke too soon. And Tino Martinez, Ron Gant, Rock Raines, Soho, Corey Snyder, and Rene Gonzalez again. Oh, another pack that was open. Gotta complain the quality control. This is pretty bad. You got Willie Wilson, Juan Bell, Dale Murphy, Jack Clark, Danny Darwin, Bobby Thigpen, and John Olerud. All right, last pack. And of course, it's the easiest one to open the whole night. You're kidding, right? All right, let's see what we got here. Last pack magic. Darren Lewis, Roger Clemens, Kirby Puckett, Wade Boggs, Ray Langford, Andre Scalaraga, and Willie Wilson. All right. So the hottest card from back in the day, we pulled two of them, and you can see they have pretty much the matching indents in them. Go figure. I think the only two cards in the entire box that have this, as you can see there when I tilt it, these big indents in it look like teeth marks almost. So go figure. I mean, well, good thing the cards really aren't worth crap, so I'm not really out much. But, you know, if I wanted to put together a set, you know, because I was short $4 and wanted to put it on eBay, you know, I'd have to find a different Frank Thomas to put in there. So, you know, that being said, you know, I'll have to make do, you know, I'll get over it, etc. I appreciate you guys watching as we sift through yet another box of hot garbage, and I will see you in the next video.